A warm greeting. Today is Tuesday, August 15, 2023. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia speaking. In this video, we will be discussing the possibility of cyclonic development over the next 7 days in the northern waters of the Gulf of Mexico. This video is particularly relevant for those living in the state of Texas, as it is forecasted that a low-pressure system could move over this area by the beginning of next week. This disturbance could bring some rain to Texas, which is currently facing a significant drought. Let's hope that this system brings beneficial conditions to the area. Before delving into this forecast, I wanted to briefly mention that we are monitoring two disturbances in the Atlantic Ocean basin. Specifically, two tropical waves with a low probability of development over the next few days as they move through the tropical Atlantic. Interests in the Caribbean should remain vigilant over the next few days due to the potential development of multiple cyclones. To learn more about this forecast, I encourage you to watch a video I recently recorded on my YouTube channel. After several weeks without cyclonic development in the Atlantic, tonight we have three areas marked by the National Hurricane Center. Especially at 8 o'clock in the evening, they marked an area in the Gulf of Mexico region, as some models show the possibility of low-pressure development by the end of this week. At 8 o'clock in the evening, the probability of this development stands at 20%, so it's currently a low percentage. It's always important to pay attention to the development of these low-pressure systems in the Gulf of Mexico. A crucial factor that might be aiding the formation of a tropical cyclone in this area is the fact that sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico are extremely warm across a significant portion of the region, particularly in the northern and central parts, where anomalies exceed 1 to 2 degrees Celsius above normal. When we look at the following infrared satellite animation, you can see the sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico, with the central and northern regions in particular having temperatures ranging from 31 to 32 degrees Celsius. These temperatures can favor the formation of tropical cyclones, as they are unusually high for this time of year in this region. Let's briefly examine what the best meteorological models show and the reason why the National Hurricane Center has decided to mark this area as an area of interest for cyclonic development. Some models, like the GFS, depict a low-pressure system, perhaps even a tropical depression, in the early hours of Tuesday, positioned just east of the state of Texas. In this forecast, this low-pressure system emerges from an area of unsettled weather that could develop between Cuba and Florida. As it moves westward, it might encounter marginally favorable conditions for the development of a low-pressure system. Additionally, other models like the European model also foresee a low-pressure system reaching the southern regions of Texas or areas of northern Tamaulipas in Mexico between Tuesday and Wednesday of the next week. On the other hand, the ensemble members of the European model show that many of them develop at least one low-pressure system. Some even indicate a tropical depression. Fortunately, it seems that the conditions over the waters of the Gulf of Mexico won't be sufficient for significant strengthening. Here, too, we can see a high degree of uncertainty in its future trajectory, as some members take this disturbance towards Louisiana or the eastern part of Texas, while others suggest a trajectory over regions of Tamaulipas in Mexico or southern Texas. However, in the ensemble members of the GFS model, very few of them develop a low-pressure system before it reaches Texas. Regardless of whether cyclonic development occurs or not, the important thing is that this disturbance promises to bring some much-needed rain to the drought-affected area of Texas. It appears that between Monday and Wednesday of next week, a rainy pattern is expected, especially for the southern regions of Texas. Preliminarily, you can see that some estimates from the European model suggest between 1 to 2 inches of accumulated rainfall in some areas. This could certainly provide relief for the ongoing drought in the region. We'll be calmly monitoring the evolution of this forecast, and it's important for interests in Texas to pay attention over the next few days. To stay informed, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel using the red button below this video. In the coming days, I'll be providing updates on this forecast. Goodbye for now.